style, could it be more glam? Look at my look, can you say hot damn? Look and at once you know what I am. Me, I'm fabulous, baby. Look at my moves, oh they blow your mind. Drama and talent and sex combined. Hell, you can tell even if you're blind. See, I'm fabulous, baby. I'm meant to be where the spotlight shines. Born to be on display. Built to be dressed to the 99 and ready to stand and say, hey, look at me, can't you see I'm fabulous, baby? Look right here, ain't it clear where I'm headed to? And look at the time, honey, I can't stay. Look why you can't, 'cause I'm on my way. Me, I'm fabulous, baby. I got fabulous things to give.
Right, sure. Look at you, you're so fabulous, baby.
I'm fabulous, baby.
Look unknown, chances low, no doubt. Girl, you're fabulous.
Well, joke all you want, go ahead and laugh. One day you'll beg for my autograph. Oh, I'm fabulous, baby.
So darn fabulous, baby.
Can't you see me lit up on the stage as the cameras adore me? Can't you see me out walking red carpets or doing TV? Can't you see all my millions of fans screaming desperately for me? I'm a diva, a goddess, a star on the brink. A house rocking vision in hot shocking pink. A party, a riot, the whole kitchen sink. It's time for the world to find out, don't you think? Oh, look at me, can't you see?
She's fabulous, baby.
I'm fabulous, baby. Feast your eyes, can't disguise my star quality. So laugh all you want, I won't be denied. What I have got is too hot to hide. I'll be fabulous, baby. So damn fabulous, baby. Fine and fabulous, wait and see.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Golden Show Radio. Today, we have, well, let's do it Ceci's way around. Ceci.
Okay, that was pretty good.
Yeah, so let's do it Ceci. Let's introduce ourselves as Ceci's way around.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Okay, I was gonna do your way around. You know when you introduce each other. You know when we say our radio name.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, that's good then, right? 7:24. I'm ZT,
I'm OH. There you go.
and this is the Golden Show Live.
Yeah, there you go.
Now, coming up.
I wanted to do that.
Coming up in a few moments, we'll be joined by the DJ Luke, and
Yeah.
we are so excited. We are so excited to have him on. Make sure you're listening to us with that interview in the next 5 minutes.
5 minutes now. 5 minutes time. We are excited. I follow this DJ on YouTube. He's called Luke. He's a really, really, really lovely DJ. And I've showed Luke some videos to Zach of him DJing. So I'm pretty excited to actually chat to him about it. And hopefully he will come on in the next couple of minutes. I'm very excited. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. Who liked that little intro? It's a new intro. Who liked that intro?
I loved it. I was singing to it.
I know you were. I know. It says he loves it. I'm always going to get that one now. I'm going to try and figure something out. So yeah, that was pretty fun. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I really enjoyed it. I'm going to sneeze in a minute. Um, yeah, I really.
if you sneeze, sneeze that away.
I thought you were going to say if you sneeze, bless you. No. Anyway.
And that.
And that, yeah. So
Right, we've got 4 minutes.
yeah. We've got 4 minutes until Luke the DJ comes on. I hope you like my background. I hope you don't mind my brick wall background, ladies and gentlemen. It is
Yeah,
a brick
yeah. I
wall.
just
I'm
want
going
to.
to be
Yeah, no,
using
I just
that
want to.
throughout the interview. So
I just want to climb it.
he wants to climb the brick wall. But no, yeah, I'm going to be using this brick wall for the rest of the interview. I'm just looking on my screen to make sure when he pops up, so I know when he pops up and we can start making an introduction when he comes on. So I'm just making sure I'm just making sure when he pops up on my screen to keep an eye out. Because if I put my screen big screen, I won't be able to
Three,
keep.
3 minutes remaining.
3 minutes remaining. I thought you were going to count down to three. Three, two, one. No. 3 minutes remaining. And I'm just making sure I keep an eye out at the bottom of my screen when he pops up so I can click him and add him to the screen.
That sounds wrong. That sounds
I
wrong.
know. It does sound a bit wrong. I know. But what I'm actually trying to say
I'm
is
just
when
gonna,
he comes
you
on,
know,
I can add him to this stage.
you
So
know, you know. I'm
that's
just,
what I meant.
I'm just gonna click OH. Bang.
Here we go. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, could we please give a round of applause to the greatest DJ in the world, Luke?
Oh man, hello.
Hello, how
Hello.
are you?
Hi guys, how are you doing?
I'm good. How
We're
are
good.
you?
Thanks.
No, it's great to meet you guys. I've been listening for the past sort of half an hour, 45 minutes or so.
That's amazing. That's really, really good to hear. Um, so yeah, how are you? Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm doing good, thank you. It's been a bit of a boring Monday at work, but it's okay. How are you guys both doing?
Yeah,
Oh,
we're good.
we're good, thank you. Yeah, not bad, not bad
Awesome.
at all. Yeah, so would you like to introduce yourself to everyone and tell who you are and stuff like that?
Yeah, sure. So, my name's Luke. I DJ and I make DJ content. I am a private events DJ, so I do sort of like adult parties and weddings and things like that. And I do radio stuff every now and then. I've not been on for a little while due to work and things like that. But yeah, in short, that's what I do. It's been something that I've been doing for a long time now, and yeah, I really enjoy it.
That's amazing. That's really good to hear. And you like doing the DJing, I guess, and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I've been, I don't know, man. I've been interested in kind of music since I can't remember when I wasn't interested, right? So it's always been a thing for me, and it's just kind of progressed, I suppose. So I'm only 21 now, but just through as a younger kid, going as a teenager and up to now, I've just been always interested in it, and I've just been growing that passion. And now we're here, I guess. So yeah.
Yeah. And I hear you do a lot of me and my presenter here, ZZ, we
You
always
mean
see you
colleague?
on the colleague, sorry. We always see you on the Marlow FM radio station. We always see you live stream on there doing gigs. Do you really enjoy that?
I have really enjoyed Marlow FM. Thank you for watching, by the way. But yeah, no, I have or listening. I have really enjoyed Marlow FM. I've not been on it for a little while, as I said, due to work, but I'm working on something else that I will do by myself rather than on radio. So I'm kind of in the process of figuring that out. But yeah, it's been a great because I've done it. I did Marlow FM for a year. I did 12 episodes once every month. So yeah, it was really fun while I was there. Yeah, it was a great experience. Radio is always quite fun and interesting, especially when you got other people with you. So I was also part of. It wasn't just the DJ set that I did. I was also part of. Excuse me, I just ate. I was also part of a show called the Thursday Breakfast Club. So it's me and a bunch of other guys from like 7 till 9 in the morning. So that was really fun. And now I join on that remotely as I'm driving to work. Yeah, Marl FM's been great. So yeah, very happy with that.
Yeah, I would say probably the most favorite gig I've watched on your channel was probably the Marlow FM Sundowner you did. That
Yeah.
was probably one of the best gigs I've ever watched, really, of you jumping up and down and having a blast. Uh, yeah. Could I ask you a few questions if that's okay?
Absolutely, man. Go ahead.
Could you tell us what you are going to do next, if you have anything at the moment you're planning to do?
Plans? Okay. Phew. Okay, well, as I said, I've got this kind of radio idea that I'll do myself away from Marlow FM, but that's still that's in the works at the minute. So I don't really have much to say about that. But also, yeah, the plan is to keep going with what I'm doing right now, the gig logs and things like that. And I want to do more sit down talking videos as well. And yeah, in terms of DJing, is not really much to say. But I'm just trying to get as much work as I can. It's because it can be quite competitive with if you're in an area where there's quite a few mobile DJs and stuff. So it can be quite whoever gets it first wins. But yeah, no, at the end of the day, I love it, and I'm very grateful for anyone that chooses me to play for their event and things like that. So yeah, what's next is I'm just going to keep building on what I have and just put a smile on people's faces, pretty much.
That's amazing. Well, hopefully you keep going around and doing lots of cool gigs.
For sure.
Yeah. Now I know you have really cool lights. What is your favorite one to bring to a party?
That's actually a really good question. Okay. So I've recently been doing some collaboration with a lighting manufacturer called B-Topper. And so they've sent me some really cool stuff. I quite like the most recent one they sent me. It's called if I can remember, it's the LB295. It's really cool. It can do really cool prism rotation effects and things like that, and it can do like a multicolor effect. I really like stuff like that. It's really cool. It's huge. It's a huge light. It's yeah, amazing in comparison to what I had before. But I also, my favorite would probably have to be lasers. If I may, excuse me, if I go to a venue where I'm able to use smoke and haze, it's great to bring the lasers with me because it cuts through the air. You can see the beams. It looks amazing. And if you've seen gig logs where I've been able to do that, then you'll know it looks pretty cool. And in the Sundowner one, I was able to do that. So yeah, I was really happy with how it looks. And yeah, so I'd probably have to say lasers will be my favorite by quite a bit. Yeah.
Yeah. And is it hard to
Okay,
make
I've got
the lights?
a
Go
question.
on, you go first.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say, what's your favorite song to play on the radio?
Ooh, okay. I got okay. Favorite song to play on the radio. Well, when it came to the Marlow FM Residency Essential Mix, which is the series, that's what it was called. It was mainly kind of 80s, 90s songs, but remixed into house. So if you've listened to it, then you kind of know what I mean. But my favorite genre of music is like bass house. So it's kind of hard to describe. My friend actually described it the other day as drum and bass themes, but housey, which I kind of agree with. But again, it's kind of hard to describe. One of my favorite artists is called Noctu. He is based in the US, and yeah, he's had a real come up over the last couple of years. So I really love his music. It's very different. It's very colorful, very bright, you know. So I think songs like his, I'm obsessed with quite a few of them. Songs like his, it's just full of energy. So that's why I quite enjoy listening and playing them. So yeah, I couldn't really dumb it down to just one song, but if I could just say a genre or an artist, it would probably be that.
Yeah, no, that's good. And what is it hard to make the lights move to the music when you go to a gig and do a gig?
Sure. Okay. Well, I use there's like all different control surfaces you can use. There's the sound switch. There's the Wolf Mix. There's the Chauvet do one, but I've not seen it. But yeah, there's a few different options out there. The sound switch is pretty good if you want to kind of have it automatic, so you can connect it to your computer, which has your DJ software running, and then it kind of analyzes the music and it kind of works out by itself like what it should do in terms of movements and lighting and pulses and things like that. So I had the sound switch for a while, but I wanted something that I could customize a lot more, something that I could just do a lot more with, basically. So that's why I went for the Wolf Mix after a couple years. The Wolf Mix doesn't do like automated like readings like the sound switch can do. But I don't really mind that because I never really did the automated stuff. But I like that the Wolf Mix, you've basically got control over every single thing. You can control all your smoke, all your lasers. You can control every single little thing, which I really like about it. It's really easy to use as well. If you know your basic lighting DMX stuff, then you can pick it up pretty quickly. But yeah, that's how I control my lights. I use like a wireless DMX dongle that goes into the lights, so it saves me a lot of time when I'm cabling it all up. And yeah, just little things like that is quite useful as well. So yeah, I use the Wolf Mix. I really love it, and I'd recommend it to DJs like me or like bands or small venues. Like it can really be used for a variety of different things, not just for DJs, but I've used it at events as well. So it can be used for quite a few things. It's really useful. So yeah, I'd recommend the Wolf Mix.
Yeah. And if you only had to pick one light to a gig, what would it be?
Ooh, okay. If I had to pick one light only, I might have to say that same one again, the LB295, because it can do all these patterns, it can do these gobos and prisms, but it can also there's a frost effect which makes it kind of it looks like a wash light, so you can kind of combine the two a little bit. I don't know if that's making sense, but and it's very, very bright. Excuse me, it's very, very bright, so I'd probably have to go with that one because it's very overkill. So if I could only pick one, I'd have to go with that.
Yeah, that's good. And what's the best part about being a DJ?
Ooh, these are really good questions. Okay, the best part about being a DJ, I think once the gig is finished and you're packed up and you kind of see the looks of people's faces when they come up to you and say thank you and stuff, that's probably one of my favorite parts because seeing people enjoy it in the moment, just watching people's reactions to certain songs and things like that. I think it's a really special thing to see, and you can see it in gig logs and stuff like that as well. When I play certain songs that I know will get the audience like going, you know what I mean? When I play certain songs like that and it gets like a whoa from the crowd, it's like it's a great feeling that they're kind of having fun with it and enjoying it, and that's probably one of my favorite things. And also because I'm just a tech guy as it is, I just love the whole like making of it. I love how things work, all the systems, all the lights, as I said, and all the sound and all of that as well. I love like the behind the scenes stuff as well. There's a lot to love about it. Like sure, it might not be for everybody, but I mean it's something that I've kind of grown up with pretty much. So I don't know much different from it, but it's something that I've always loved again. So there's many things to enjoy, but I'd probably just people's reaction and just seeing people have a good time because of partially because of what I'm doing. So yeah, that's probably my favorite part.
Yeah. And is it harder to
Okay. I've got another one.
um,
Mhm.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say, what made you get into like radio and stuff like that?
Is it just the radio or DJing as well?
Both really. Both.
Okay, sure. So when I was, I don't know the exact age, but when I was like really little, right? I was always interested in plugs and wires and stuff. So my parents decided to teach me how to like use things carefully and not like electrocute myself by accident, basically. So, and then that kind of fused into the passion I had for music, and then it kind of went from there, I suppose. And then along the line, I got some small lights that you can get for like £20 on eBay, and like a laptop that I used Spotify with. So it was pretty bare bones for quite a while. But yeah, again, it progressed as we went, and I earned from DJing. Like everything I earn, it essentially goes straight back into it. I quite like investing into the stuff that I use. My girlfriend hates that. But, yeah, with the radio, I'm actually friends with a few people that run Marlow FM. So that's how that got started. And I just spoke to them, and they kind of got me on board. And yeah, next thing I knew, I was on air. So it was not a very special one with that story, but yeah, I'm very fortunate to be in the position that I am in, and I'm very fortunate to have had the opportunities that I have had. So yeah, always very grateful to the people that have helped me along the way. So yeah, that's how those things got started.
Yeah, that's good. And is it hard? Is it harder to um is it harder to set up stuff for a gig or take down? What's the easiest or what's the hardest thing?
Uh-huh. It's always better to pack down. It's always better. 10 out of 10 times, because when you're setting up, you got to use your brain a bit. Like you got to know where things are supposed to go. When you're packing down, doesn't matter. Just unplug this, unplug that without even looking at it, right? So it's a lot easier to do, and it's a lot quicker to do. It takes me on average about because I travel with my mum, so it takes on average about an hour to set up, and then between 40 minutes to 50 to pack down. Depends how eager we are to get out of there and how tired we are, I suppose, as well. Sometimes I sit down for a minute after I finish a set, because they're normally between 3 to 5 hours long on average. So I kind of breathe for a minute, and then we get packing. So yeah, packing down is always a lot better, a lot quicker. Yeah.
That's really good. And do you ever get nervous before you DJ, like play music in front of people?
I think I'm at the point now where I'm kind of numb to it. I don't know. I don't think I get nervous too often. With stuff like weddings, I will get nervous at still, because I've not done a crazy amount of weddings yet. Like I've only done a handful of them in my whole career, right? So yeah, weddings and stuff like that, I will get nervous for. Like around the time where like first dances happen and introductions and things like that. But once we get going, I'm fine, right? So for everything, it's fine once we get going, because sometimes things don't go to plan. In the gig log that I most recently put out, we were actually an hour late. Well, no, not we, but the schedule was an hour late because the food was delayed for all the wedding guests. So me and the band were trying to scramble to figure out what should we do. So that was an interesting one. So you learn a lot while doing this, and you kind of learn to think quickly with certain situations as well.
Yeah, I think you put that on your YouTube channel actually about like that gig log where the food was an hour late and you were trying to figure out what to do with the band. Yeah, I think I saw that somewhere.
Yeah, it only just came out. Yeah, it was a little bit stressful, but it was good in the end. Everyone was happy. You know what I mean? So that's all that really matters. But yeah, with nerves, I suppose it depends what it is. With things like, I do like kids parties, like very rarely. But some like stuff like that, I'm not really nervous for. But I suppose it depends on what the event is. But I think generally speaking, I don't really get too nervous anymore. I'm more just focused on what's in front of me and just, making sure I do a good job, basically. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Hopefully, well, I know from
Um,
watching your gigs, you do a good job. So,
Thank you. I appreciate that.
okay, Zizzy, did you have a question for Luke?
and yeah, I did. And what would you say to anyone that wants to like get into like DJing and radio and stuff like that?
I'm sorry. Can you repeat that? I think you cut out midway through.
Yeah, yeah. What would you say to people that like want to get like into
Oh, sure.
and like DJing and stuff like that?
Okay. I would say, because like the financial side is probably the most important bit when you're getting started. My setup for a long time, um, wasn't like anything flashy like I might have now. Um, but simple stuff works too. Getting started out, I made a video nearly 2 years ago now where I made a DJ setup with a budget of £500, right? Um, so I think something like that is pretty good. And when you're starting out, don't focus on the flashy stuff. Focus on stuff that works, right? Don't go all out on lights. Just make sure you have like a good microphone or good speakers, a good laptop or whatever decks you have, whatever it is. Just make sure you have the basics down. And then once you start earning money, then get some more essential things. And then once you're comfortable on that essential line, then you can look at like some flashy stuff if you want. So that's one thing I'd say. Also, another thing is, I mean, it might sound stupid, but just learn how to DJ, man. I didn't actually learn how to properly DJ until like 2017, and I was DJing a little bit before then. I essentially just had my laptop with Spotify running. It wasn't proper DJing, and I would say, as simple as it sounds, learn how to DJ. Like, even if you get a tiny controller that works with your phone, that's DJing, man. Like, that's still, if you're mixing songs together, you're DJing, right?
Yeah,
So I would say do that as well. And just, yeah. And also another thing is use social media. Social media is such a good tool that not enough people use, or if they do, then it's not exactly correct. I mean, I can't say I'm like the best at this because I don't post all the time. I'm not the best at this either, right? But I would definitely say use social media to your advantage, promote yourself, get business cards, things like that. Just anything that can help you get gigs or get the word out there. So yeah, those are probably the three main things off the top of my head that I can think of that I would give as advice to anyone starting out.
that's good. Yeah, no, um, funny story is I do DJing as a hobby. I've got a DJ set and stuff, so
Mhm.
I do it as a hobby for people. So it's quite fun. It is actually quite fun when you do
It
it.
is.
Yeah.
It really is.
Um, yeah. And what is your favorite? If you ever go to a gig, what's your favorite song to play right now when if you ever go to a DJ gig?
There's quite a few songs that sort of always do well with certain crowds. Like if I'm playing like an adult party, there's always quite a few songs that always go well. Like you've got your Dancing Queen by ABBA, you've got it's all just left my head now. You've got your Mr. Brightside by the Killers. We've also got Sweet Caroline. Like you've got your songs like that always do well. So I deliberately try to I never try to play those sorts of songs for the most part, but I leave it to like the last hour or so, and then I drop them all. Like it's just banger after banger, and then everyone stays till the very end, and like 7 or 8 out of 10 times they kind of beg me to play another song after I finish my final song. So that's always pretty good. That's a good sign that you do well. That everyone's asking for another song to be played. So yeah, songs like those, I would yeah, those perform the best, I'd say.
Yeah, no, that's good. That's good.
But I suppose,
Um,
but I suppose it depends on how long you've got, really, doesn't it, to like do it?
Yeah, sure it does. Yeah. I mean, as I said, like for the last hour, I try and play the best of the best. Basically, I do a lot of requests and things like that in general when I'm out playing somewhere. So I take requests from the guests and things like that. But for the last hour, I just try and just have the best of the best songs playing, so that everyone's just staying on the dance floor. And if I play my last song and I finish a little bit early and they're asking for another song, I'll sneak another one in, and it's always a good reaction. So, like, "Freed from Desire" is another good song to play as an encore. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's very good. What can I ask, why did you start making videos, like making DJ videos about your gear?
Yeah. So I started making these videos about 2 years ago, maybe just over 2 years ago. Excuse me. Yeah, I wanted to make these videos to sort of document my events and my DJ sets and show people, like, give people advice if they're looking for advice from someone that's on my level, right? Like, I'm not the top of the top. I'm just here, right? So if there's anyone that's kind of not started DJing or they're interested in it, they might want to start doing it, or maybe someone has a load more experience than me, then yeah, I make those videos for those people that want to kind of take a dive into what it's like to be a UK DJ. And yeah, I like doing the advice sorts of things because it's stuff that I've learned, sometimes the hard way I've learned. So I like to do those advice videos so that it can help other people not make some of the mistakes that I've made in the past, but to also kind of inspire people and, I don't know, just encourage people to do it if that's what their heart desires, So yeah, I do it for fun and I do it to help people and I do it to entertain, pretty much.
That's very good. It's always good to entertain. And what advice would you give to people if they want to start their own DJing channel like yours, like, yeah, showing everyone about DJ gigs and gear and stuff?
I mean, you don't need anything to do it. You can just use your phone. So, I mean, if you wanted to do it, you can get started right now. Just bring your phone with you, bring a charger, and yeah, just get an editing software. You can use CapCut to edit it, I suppose. That's free. So, yeah, anyone can make DJ gig logs and document their gigs. And yeah, it can help yourself as well because I like to watch them back on occasion and kind of see how I did things back then. Like I for instance, I watch videos that I made a year ago, 2 years ago, and I kind of compare it to how I am now. And I'm like, well, what did I do back then that I don't do anymore? Or what did I not do then that I do now? And I don't know. I just find it interesting to kind of look back and see how I've progressed. So yeah, I'd say if you want to do it, if you're a DJ or an aspiring DJ, and if you want to do it, I suppose, yeah, there's nothing stopping you. Use your phone to film it, and yeah, just go for it.
That's very good advice. Thank you for that.
Okay.
And do you have a lot of fun filming videos for your channel?
Yeah, sure I do. You know, when I'm playing at gigs, it can be a little bit stressful at times because we're on like a time constraint. Yeah, sometimes we try and get to the venue like an hour before I start my set. So sometimes it can be a little bit stressful setting up, and I've had to do it myself a couple times, and there were one or two occasions where I've been like, I don't know, like maybe 5 minutes late to start. So it can be quite stressful. DJing and not DJing, but I mean, the process, excuse me, in general. But as for the filming, it's really fun. I've really enjoyed it, which is why I've kept going. I did it as like I don't know. I think originally I did it as like a let's see how it goes, and if it does well, it does well. And for a while, it kind of like I had a few people watching me, like not very many, like an average maybe like 100 or 200 views a video. but since last year, I did a wedding and I made a gig log, like a day in the life sort of gig log, where I from start to finish, you could see what we were doing. And I never did that before. And that video did really, really well. That performed really well. And since then, I've had, yeah, a lot of people watch my videos, you guys included. So yeah, I mean, it's super fun, and I enjoy doing all the different styles, whether it be the radio stuff, or the gig logs, or the advice stuff, or the product promotion stuff. Yeah, it's really good fun, and I'm really glad that I started it.
Yeah, no, that's good. I'm really glad that I found your videos, and it's very entertaining. I'm not gonna lie.
Thank you. I'm glad you
Um,
like it.
my next question I wanted to ask you is, what is your favorite part of making video? Is it filming or is it editing?
Oh, I don't know, because I've been doing it for a while. You kind of forget that you're on camera. You kind of just hit record, set it down, and just do your thing. So recording is definitely the easier part for sure. And I record all of my DJ sets and I kind of archive them so I can go back and look through the entire set if I wanted to. So yeah, definitely the recording's easier. Editing can be fun, but sometimes a little bit like, ugh, do I have to? Especially if it's like a long gig. I have to go through all of that footage. So sometimes I leave it like a week, maybe, if I don't want to edit it straight away. But I think, I don't know, what's more fun? They're both fun. They have different types of fun. Like being at a gig and playing at a gig is fun. But I just so happen to be filming it. So I suppose that is more fun, I guess. The editing's more kind of, well, no one sees me doing that. So editing's more of like the admin sort of side of things. But yeah, it's got to be done. So yeah, I enjoy editing it. But it's not more fun than actually being there filming it.
Yeah, exactly. And how long does it take for you to make one video?
How long does it take? Okay, so I mean, it differs for the different type of video. For a gig log, for example, obviously it's one evening/night to film it. And then I don't know, I could edit it in maybe a day or two. Like if I wanted to rush it out, I could do it in a day if I really wanted to, but I like to drag it out and leave it a few days. Just so that I don't kind of get burnt out doing it, because I had a phase in the summer where I had a load of gigs, so I did a load of gig logs. So yeah, that was quite a lot. So yeah, I was trying to take it easy. But I completely forgot what the question was. What was the question?
No, it's okay. The question was, how long does it take to make one?
Oh, right. Yeah. So that's how long it would take for a gig log. But if it was like, if I was doing a product placement video, that could take me like 1 or 2 days, and then I just schedule it to go out, and then yeah, that's that. It doesn't normally take very long. I can get things done pretty quick when I want to. Yeah, sometimes I just leave it just so that I can breathe, you know? Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a special room in your house just for your DJ gear and your cameras and stuff like that, or your equipment?
Um, it's actually the cupboard under the stairs. All my DJ kit that's a good question. I've never been asked that. It's actually the cupboard under the stairs that stores half of my stuff. It's getting pretty bad, man, because I'm using up half the dining room as well. So yeah, we're working on condensing that when I get some new equipment. But yeah, most of my equipment is stored in in our cupboard under the stairs. So yeah, Harry Potter's not too happy with that, but it's okay. And then also I've got a load of spare stuff and old stuff in the loft as well. So yeah, I should really get a lockup, but yeah, I think my family's used to it by now. That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah. And what do you do if you when you're filming if you make a mistake?
And what, like a DJ mistake? Like
Yeah, it could be a DJ mistake, or if you're filming, if you make a mistake when you're filming or something.
I just embrace it, man. Like whenever I make a mistake while mixing, or if I hit the wrong button, I don't take it out of the video. I leave it in to show that, like, you know, everyone's gonna do something. It's not sunshines and daisies all the time for DJs. It's you're gonna make a mistake here and there, and it's the way you deal with it rather than the mistake you make. It's how can you recover from it. So yeah, I like to leave all my mistakes in because it showcases that, and it's kind of, I don't know. I like to leave things in because it's educational to some. I find that people have benefited from kind of being able to see everything. I don't really like to not include certain things. Like, obviously, I condense a lot of it down because I don't think anyone's going to watch a 5-hour video, but I wouldn't. I like to leave the mistakes in so that it shows that it's okay. And if I slip up and I kind of maybe stutter on the microphone, or I say a word wrong, or I mispronounce someone's name, like, it is what it is, man. It's like, if you can recover it and then continue and carry on, it's all good, So yeah, that's what I do.
Yeah, and I don't know if this DJ gig you played at like on your channel recently. I don't know. I think did you make a bit of a mistake or did you not? Because I can't remember in that. I think you left and then you came back. I don't know what really
Yeah,
happened.
yeah. No, I think I might know what you're talking about. I'm not sure. It was the wedding gig log that I just released. This was just after the first dance, so I was playing. I can't remember what it was now, but I was playing a song, right? And then midway through that song, as I was getting ready for the next one, I saw someone that I knew, because there were quite a few people that I knew at that event, which is why I was hired. I know the guy. So yeah, I saw someone that I knew. So I gave him a hug. I was like, "Oh, how are you?" And yeah, so we kind of caught up a little bit. I kind of lost track of time a little bit. And I was like, "I'm so sorry. I got to go." And I kind of messed up a little bit, but I recovered it. It wasn't like silence or anything. So it was okay. And it kept the dance floor moving. It was all good. So, I mean, I see it as a mistake, but maybe I'm a little bit too harsh. Excuse me. Sorry, I just had a curry about 40 minutes ago. But yeah, again, I like to include the mistakes, and yeah, I think it's good to showcase and include. Like it's
Yeah,
okay as long as you can recover.
that's good. Yeah, it's good to recover. Is it easier to when you do DJ gigs, is it easier to have someone with you to set up, or is it easier to just on your own take your time and set up like that?
Sure. It's always easier to have someone with you. Because if I went on my own, I'd have to leave a lot earlier. Because my mum sets up all the lights as well as carries things in. She also sets up the lights for me. So if I were to do that myself, that's not a problem, but I need some extra time to do that. So it's always easier to have an extra pair of hands to help you lift things in, and like they know what they're doing. So yeah, it's always 100% easier to have someone with you.
Yeah, and is it easy? Is it nice to travel with your mum to your DJ gigs and set
Yeah,
up
it's
and
lovely.
stuff?
It's really nice. I really enjoy spending that time with her, and well, the people watching online really enjoy watching her as well. They like watching her talk for ages and ages and ramble and get off topic and all of that. So yeah, people really enjoy it, and I really enjoy, because me and my mum have been doing this since I started. So I don't remember it being any different. But yeah, it's always better to have someone with you. There's a lot of DJs that have assistants and things like that, that kind of like their right hand man, so they kind of help them out. So it's always good to have. Yeah, I love having my mum on board with me. It's great.
Yeah, I actually remember watching your mum talking that DJ gig. She was laying on the floor
Yeah,
with it was
yeah,
very funny. And then I saw
yeah,
you in the background. Yeah, it was very fun. That video
yeah.
was actually really good fun, and it was it was very cool when they had like an actual band and you were there as well. So that was quite cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. I've only worked with bands a select amount of times, like only if like a couple times. So yeah, it's always fun to like talk with those guys. They were super nice. So we had a little chat, and we were all waiting together. So they actually ended up ordering Domino's. I only had one bit of chicken from that, but yeah, it's nice to work alongside other people for sure.
I mean, in that video, your mom wasn't very impressed with that Domino's, I would say.
No, no, she did not like that. I didn't have any, so I don't know. But apparently it's very dry. So yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. And what's the biggest party you've ever played at before?
Biggest party I've ever played at. In terms of like how many people were there, or like
Yeah,
okay,
probably like that. Yeah.
um, it would probably be like a school disco because on average there's like 200 to 300 of them. So it's probably one of those pretty easily. I don't know how many people were in attendance of the Marlow FM Sundowner. I think maybe 200. I'm not exactly sure. A lot of them were outside though, because it was a really warm day. It was super nice outside, so I don't blame them. I would have been outside too.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of capacity, I'd probably say like a school disco. But in terms of biggest in importance, it would have to be weddings. Those are probably the most important ones because you know you really can't screw up. So, well, if you do, just make sure you pull it back and you'll be okay. But yeah, in terms of importance, I say weddings, but capacity it would be school discos.
Yeah. No, that's good. Um, and if you could had to choose a brand new light, what would that be?
If I had to shoot, what like buy what any light that I want.
Yeah, so if you had to choose a light that maybe is your favorite, what would you choose and why?
Um, I don't think I have my eye on one specifically, but I really want to get one of those professional laser lights that can do like patterns and things like that. Like the really high end ones, they're not cheap. They're very very expensive, and they're used in like professional settings and concerts and things like that. So it's super overkill for what I would use it for. But I think they're really cool. Basically, that's why I would go for one of those, and they can change colors and all sorts of stuff. But yeah, I think those ones interest me the most, I guess. But yeah, those things aren't cheap. So yeah, I'd have to say like a high end laser.
Yeah. And if you could invent a brand new light, what would that light be if you could invent one?
Wow, okay. If I could invent a light, it would probably be like a hybrid light so that you can make patterns with it. But it can also act as a wash light. Those do exist. Those are actual real things. But they're not cheap. But I'd make it RGB so that it's not a color wheel, so you can blend colors smoothly. That's something that I've always liked the look of, but those are in very higher end fixtures and things like that. I don't know, man. I don't think I'd ask for much. Because there's very high end lights that are used in concerts and shows and all sorts of things like that. That are just so overkill and so bright because they use in outdoor settings and things like that. Those look really cool. The Martin, it's a Mac something by Martin. Those are huge lights, they're very expensive, but they're huge and they have so much built into them. So I mean, if I turned rich one day, I wouldn't tell anyone, but there would be signs. I would have a few of those show up at my door. So yeah, I'd say that, I guess.
Yeah, that's good. And this is what I would like to know. This is a really good question, I would say. Which is more important for a good party? Is it the music or is it the light?
Well, at its base, it's got to be the music, right? So you got to be on your DJ journey. You got to know how to DJ before you know how to make it look good. The lighting and all of the flashy stuff, all the things that look cool, that comes after the sound. You need to make sure that your sound is good, that you have good speakers, that you have a good microphone, you have good decks, that you know how to mix, that your music files are good quality and you're downloading from somewhere that's good, etc. Right? Yeah, that always comes before all the things that look good. I would definitely prioritize the sound over your lights for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. And is it hard or is it easy to keep all your cables and wires tidy?
When it comes, that's a good question. When it comes to cables, I have what do you call it? I've got a flight case that I store all of my cables in, and it's split in half. So one side is for lighting, one side is for sound. So we normally do a pretty good job of keeping it, tidy. We coil them up pretty well. And we try and have it as condensed as possible. For instance, which is why I did the wireless DMX stuff, so I don't have to buy or use long cables to wire it all together. I can just use the wireless dongles, and it does the same thing, and it saves a lot of time also. But yeah, it's important to keep your cables tidy. It's important to know where your cables are, and if a cable breaks, it's important to know where you can find a spare one. In one of my videos that came out in, I think, October, November time, it was like an advice video, a video where I was talking about what advice I would give to people starting out, etc. And I said, when you have important cables, for instance, a USB cable that goes from your mixer to your computer, it's always important to have a spare one, right? Because if that one goes down, then what, right? So stuff like that, and power cables, for example, it's always good to have a spare if you want to take it seriously, so that if something were to go wrong, then you have a backup plan and you know exactly where that backup plan is. So yeah, it's important to keep track of your cables, because those things kind of slip under the radar, I feel like sometimes. So I've made sure that I don't do that. Yeah, so that if something were to go wrong, I've got pretty good cables, so I try and find the best ones that I need. But yeah, it's always good to have a backup just in case something were to go wrong.
Yeah. And what are you planning on your channel next year? May I ask?
What am I, sorry?
What are you planning on your channel for next year, if you have anything coming up?
There's nothing planned for next year, as far as I know right now. But at the minute, it's just this radio thing that I'm looking at. So that's the only thing that I can think of in terms of plan. But of course, I'm going to continue with the gig logs and all of that other stuff, and just try and build that up a little bit more and help people along the way, and entertain and educate people, basically. Yeah.
That's good. That's good. And is there any other DJs you want to make a video with?
Ooh, any other DJs I want to make a video with? Well, the DJs that I really like are very famous, so the likelihood of that is not very much. But as I said earlier, Knock2, he's one of my favorite producers, DJs. So it would be great to meet him, maybe make a song or whatever it might be, or play a DJ set with him. I mean, nothing's impossible. I suppose nothing's impossible, but it's well, we live in completely different places, and well, he doesn't know who I am, so there's that.
Yeah.
But also, yeah, I don't know. I enjoy, what I enjoy about this is also meeting people as well. It's nice to meet people who are in the same space as me and kind of have the same knowledge as me and teach me things, and I can teach them things. Yeah, I really enjoy meeting people, and I hope to meet a lot more DJs down the line as well and collaborate with them. maybe do some back-to-back sets at some point. I'd love to do that. I just haven't had the opportunity yet. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's good. And I got the final question to ask you.
Okay.
And the final question is, what is the dream piece of gear you would want to buy one day?
Oh no. The dream piece of gear. Ooh, I can say about a million different things right now. My dream piece of gear. So as well as a DJ, I'm also very into my AV, like my audio visual stuff. So I'm very much into cameras and sound desks and all things like that. So I'd probably say my dream piece of kit. I really like the look of the Sennheiser Spectera. It's like a microphone and in-ear monitor system that's very powerful. And I also like the look of the Behringer Wing Rack, which is a digital mixing console. So yeah, probably very boring answers, but I'm very into that sort of stuff as well. People might not know that. People maybe just know me as a DJ that knows nothing about sound and all of that, but actually I do, and I'm very much into it. I do a lot of research. When I'm just I just sit in my bedroom quite often and I'm just on YouTube doing research and watching all these tutorials on these pieces of equipment and things like that. So I'm quite a nerd at heart, actually. So yeah, I'm pretty heavy into my production stuff. So yeah, it would have to be that.
Yes, well, thank you so much for coming on and talking to us
Thank you for
today. We
having me.
do really appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
And yeah, hopefully you do very well and keep going with your DJ logs and stuff.
No, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Take care, guys.
You
And
too.
you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Oh, that was so lovely.
That was actually brilliant. That was Luke, ladies and gentlemen.